Good morning. Let's get right back into it. Day 3, Dark Souls 1. Remastered, I guess technically. Where's my... Oh, that's awkward. It's cool that, I'm in an area that's pitch black. So my closed camera blended in well. Did a good bit of progress yesterday. Most of the progress was on day 1. We got, oh, that was interesting. I love this, view. This is, so right there is supposed to be Ceaseless. That little, that alcove where the tip of the sword is touching this whole area is the Ceaseless run. But I think this is a slightly modified area as well, like a slightly modified view. There's a lot of cute, cool views in Dark Souls 1, but they are slightly adjusted and not actually geographically correct. They're just assembled to look, to create these views. Even though the world is pretty open and seamless and connects really well, it doesn't connect that well, unfortunately. But it's pretty cool. I've always liked this. This is what, well, I was gonna say maybe what Elden Ring open world should have been like. But, maybe not, actually. I don't know how much I would have enjoyed that. Man. I've always loved the descent. Like going from Firelink Shrine all the way down to this fiery, hellish area. It's been pretty cool. Anyway, last stream we did, Sen's Fortress through New Londo. Today should be a pretty packed stream. I don't know if I can do this all in 4 hours at the pace I'm going. But I've got to do Tomb of Giants. The very last thing I did was Catacombs. Let's see if I got any humanity. No, I do not. Yeah, and then I got into the Tomb of Giants, and then I needed a light, so I went ahead and got a light source. Here's Patches. I'm actually going to take some humanity from him. I believe he's got like... I hope he has a good bit of humanity. If this doesn't go properly, I might actually attack him, so... I hope it goes properly. Where the hell is the hand? Alright, let's go for it. I'm gonna talk to him first. I'm skipping dialogue at this point because I don't care, but I'm gonna say no, I'm not a cleric. I don't remember. I think if you tell him you're a cleric, then you can't be friends with him. I also think this moves people back, so I gotta be careful. Yeah. Hopefully this works. Okay, good. Maybe I'll stop at 10 humanity, but probably not. I believe he sells 5 humanity. He might not have 5 humanity on his person. But last stream I died and I lost like 47 humanity and like 270,000, 280,000 souls. So the worst part is the humanity. The souls already I'm getting a chunk back, which is nice. But it would have been nice to not lose that at all. I'm gonna put on some lipstick, actually. Let's give another kiss. Wow, he has a lot of humanity. I'm gonna guess he stops at 6. 'Cause that's quite a bit of humanity to have. Holy crap, dude. He must have humanity from killing people, huh? Okay, good that that didn't hit. Wow, he has 7? How much humanity does Patches have? Maybe he does have 10. That's insane. Okay, so he has 7 humanity. And he should sell quite a bit. We're gonna go down and we're gonna deal with Rhea. I won't skip cutscenes still, because they only play once, but character dialogues take way too long. Oh no.
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
I don't need the lamp, actually, but obviously we're gonna pick it up. So Rhea should be down here? Cool. I can hear the dudes. So her bodyguards have turned against her. I'm scared to do her humanity here. She, I'm pretty sure, has 10 humanity. But I'm gonna save her first. I don't know if her buddies have humanity. I don't want to fuck around with them. Okay, they don't even stagger. Dear goodness. Hell yeah. Nice. I could have riposted them and styled on them a little bit, but oh well. Do we get a reward? Hell yeah. So I'm actually, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. Okay, you can kick with this, but I'm really terrified to, so just in case I punch her. Okay. Alright. Now she's awake. Okay, that must be the dog I'm hearing then. There's a dog up there, I guess. That's kind of unnerving to hear that this far down. Okay, so we're gonna try and get 10 humanity from her. Hopefully, and none of these hurt her. 1. Because, what covenant am I in? Oh. Yeah, okay, it kicked me out of Nito's thing when I placed the Lord vessel, so that's unfortunate. I totally thought you could still do the covenant. Oh, my light ran out. I totally thought you could still be a part of his covenant even after you kill him. Maybe that's not true. But yeah, I'm not looking to 100% the covenants anymore. Basically, me dying and losing everything that I lost in the final stream, that is a part of Souls. It's just part of, you know, the experience. Does this work? Okay, good. I don't deny that, but it definitely got in the way of what I wanted to do. Hey, David! Good morning. You're actually probably gonna go to bed in a second, aren't you? You've immediately degened. Good for you. I hope you're having fun on your break. I think 27 humanity is when I'll stop. It may be part of the experience, but it still darkens my soul when it happens. Hello, Nordy B. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but basically, I wanted to do like a 100% playthrough. Well, I wouldn't have gone beyond New Game. Like normal New Game. I wouldn't have gone into New Game Plus. But I wanted to listen to everybody's dialogue and do everybody's quests and try and get all the items and stuff like that. Not skip cutscenes, but I wasn't having fun. I wasn't like having a bad time doing that, but I would have wanted to skip through that stuff. And then I died and lost everything, and I was like, well, I just kind of want to beat this game and get over it, get on with it, move on. I'm eating an ice cream I found? What do you mean? I assume you just like opened your freezer and found an extra ice cream that you didn't know you had, but it sounds like you're walking on the street and you found an ice cream and you're just eating it. Finding ice cream is wild. I am here for it, street cream. Exactly. Okay, so that's a very good start. It started with 7 humanity and 2 characters have gotten me up to 26, so I am happy with that. At this point, I might honestly skip Lost Izalith. I might do the shortcut. Maybe I shouldn't, but we'll see. Basically, I have to finish Tomb of the Giants today, which I don't have a divine weapon, so that should be fun. And Lost Izalith, Duke's Archives, and then I have to do all the DLC. So hopefully I can do that within 4 hours. That's how long I'd like to stream today. Yeah, I went to the kitchen and the freezer got a surprise for me. Hell yeah. I love that for you, David. What kind of ice cream is it? Is it like scoopable ice cream? Is it like a ice cream on a stick? How are you, NordB? Do you have, I guess you've played all the Souls games, or at least this Souls game? Do you like Souls games? Probably. If you're watching one. Is that vanilla? Doing well. I've played the Souls games far too much. Hope you're not burned out on them. I love the Souls games. I've probably played them far too much as well. I think Dark Souls 1 is probably going to be my most played. I think there's only one loot I'm missing up here, but I'll go up here anyway. Excuse me. Sorry. It's vanilla covered in chocolate. When I was really young, I was always like, why bother with vanilla if you're just gonna put chocolate on it? But then I started doing it. And I like chocolate ice cream fine, but vanilla ice cream with just chocolate fudge on top hits different. I always think I'm burnt out, but I always come crawling back. Yeah. I definitely need breaks. I'm in a time where I haven't played pretty much any of the Souls games very frequently over the past year or so. So trying to get into streaming consistently, and I figured why not well, I didn't start with this, but I'm at a point where I want to just, I'm going to try and do as complete playthroughs as I can of every game. So Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Probably not Demon Souls, but we'll see. I have the PS3 version of Demon Souls, which I adore, but we'll see how things work out, because I don't really feel like playing that at the moment. But yeah, hopefully this will be the last Dark Souls 1 stream, and then I don't have anything. Fuck it. The next stream I do will be starting Dark Souls 2. And I haven't decided, oh, I rolled into that damage a little bit. I haven't decided if I'll do Scholar of the First Sin edition or normal edition. All the Dark Souls 2 purists say, you know, the vanilla is the better experience, which might be true, but it's only for the fact that I think the Forlorn set and weapons are restricted to the Scholar of the First Sin version, as opposed to being a part of DLC or something. I don't know if that's true. I've been trying to look into it. But aside from all the like gameplay the enemy placements. Okay, let's try this. Nobody will die because I'm weak now, but shh, pick it up. Okay. Huge. Huge. Easy, easy. 2 left. It's also 6:30 a.m. Oh yeah, I always forget you're a little bit ahead of me. You don't have, what's it called? Daylight savings, right? So I guess we're in daylight savings right now? I thought we were on the same time zone. Well, not me and you, but I thought it should be like 7:30, David. Souls is great for streaming because you have so many games and so much you can do with them. Yeah, I agree. There's, I want to do just like my own challenge playthroughs, which involves me getting to the highest new games. So, I want to get to New Game Plus 6 on all of the Souls games. I'm not gonna do that on stream though. I think maybe people would like to see it. I'll see how I feel, but I'm gonna start by just trying to get everything in a first playthrough for every game. And then maybe after I do a couple, I'll decide if I feel like doing all the New Game Pluses on stream as well, but I don't think I would. But yeah. I'd also like to branch out into other stuff. I've played Neo and Neo 2, but I've never completed either of them. But I'd like to play the Neo games. Oh yeah. I do forgive him? Cool. I guess you learn a gesture later. When you can talk to him. Okay. Here it is. Jesus Christ. Worst enemy in this game. Daylight savings is a foreign thing. True. But I didn't know we were in it. Oh! Forgot about him. Alright, don't kill me, please. Oh, he followed too? This is... I don't know why I survived that. Forget how rough the dodging can be in Dark Souls 1. If the dog follows me here, I'm gonna be pretty upset. What the hell? I can't see your attacks through the bones. Anyway. We don't use them, that's for weird countries. If you say so, David. Hopefully we're getting rid of it soon, but it's always been that way. They've tried to get rid of it for years and years and years and years at this point, but they just won't. I guess there's some sort of fat money in it for somebody. I don't know why they wouldn't do it at this point. Maybe it's too much money to undo, but I don't think that's the case. Like, I don't think that's true. Been edging us with getting rid of it for ages, yeah. I feel like they make a big deal of it around the same time every year, and then like 3 months later they're like, nah, they put it down. They benched it. Is he on me? Yes, I hear him. Is he stuck? Not anymore. Okay. Not gonna heal. Well, why are you not attacking? Oh, I hate you. Stop shooting at me, though. What the fuck? Don't knock me off. I would like his halberd. I'm not gonna use it at this point. It's far too late, but we're just gonna go in there. We're gonna kill everybody, and then we'll do the Black Knight after. Because this is not good use of time. Oh, I hope it doesn't take an hour per level. I heard that it would break all the info systems that still rely on an ancient version of Excel. I just feel like there's, yeah, too many things that are already in place. It would be... Did we skip? Oh, Jesus Christ, I think. Okay. Now my death stain is gonna be so far away. It's really curious. I've never let the dogs live for this long, so I didn't know how far they'll fucking hound you. Truly. The most obnoxious enemy. Something to do with skeletons, man. They just decided, fuck it. Skeletons need to be spookier. God, the tracking is insane on that too. I do not want to lose all my shit again. If I die and lose all my humanity and souls again, I will just run past. I'll skip everything. I think I'll try and do all bosses still. I'm definitely not picking up all the items and stuff. I really need my death stain. Okay. Where's my buddy? Okay, God, I hate the dodging, man. Lately I've been playing Lies of P, which is modern enough to have... Jesus, I thought that was a second dog. What a shitty animal. It has the multi-directional dodges in more than 4 directions. I gotta kill you quick, dude. Stop backing up. Such a troll. I hate these dogs so much. And I'm just realizing they're dog enemies, so... They've always gotta have the annoying dogs. Who's gonna come first? I bet he's blocking. Yep, he was. Indeed he was. There's Pichez. I can't believe he comes this far, man. It's insanity. Go the fuck away. If he drops a halberd, I don't think I can use it. But, fuck. He doesn't. He's not dead. Oh shit! All right. Running past everything. Gotta figure out how to get 30 humanity to do that stupid shortcut on Lost Izalith. Man, that is unfortunate. I was gonna say, earlier, it's taken me out of this run personally, and it's only because I'm on stream that I'm still playing this, but, I don't really want to continue with this run. I will finish it now, but, once my, like, heart's out of something, it's just so hard to get motivated back into it. In terms of, like, a game. But also in general. No Leroy. Leroy might be good for humanity, to be honest. Maybe I should consider him. But yeah, I was doing Dark Souls 1 out of, like, I felt I should, if I'm gonna play all the games. But, honestly, as weird as it might sound, I'm excited to just start DS2, and even if I die a million times in DS2, it'll feel better than dying in here and losing everything. Huge. Now let's see how this goes with no divine. I always hate not manual. Mandatory. That's not good. I'm not surviving this, I don't think. Heal. Okay, what the fuck? I don't have the damage for this quickly. Shit. That'd be cool if that killed things permanently. What is that? Oh, it's a grab. Like his little tickler hand animation. What the hell? It's so weird. I don't know who is blocking me right now. This is it, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. Nope. Of course. You never got to this point? How far did you end up getting? Was your first playthrough just a couple months ago? Maybe I unlocked the second bonfire. Bell Gargoyles and Stopped Heifer. That's right. Blighttown, the infamous. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do with this. I'd like to, because I haven't really enjoyed this playthrough much, I'd like to come back and do something else. I don't know what that would be. Because if it's like a randomizer run, then it's not like you're playing the actual game, right? It's not like you're playing the base game. So, I don't know what I would do for the base game of this. But I'd like to come back way later at this point, because I'm so done with this at the moment. But do it a lot slower. And then, I didn't have any issues with Blighttown, to be honest. I didn't have any issues until yesterday at Painted World. I was totally fine up until that point. But yeah, playing through Blighttown is making me think, man, I should just have kept this slow. Not used the Black Knight weapon for a while. How much humanity? Okay, cool. 20 extra damage. Cool. Very good. Didn't want to deal with a broken weapon? Yeah. Did you buy a repair box? On my first playthrough, basically, if I saw something in the shop, I would farm until I could purchase it. So, when I first got to Andre, I farmed up for all the smithing boxes. Same with the Crest of Artorias. I don't think I fought... I might have fought Sif really early, but probably not. Because I think I was terrified of... Oh yeah, did I skip the cutscene last time? I didn't know the cutscene played every time, for one. But, oh man, I wish you were faster. This is annoying because his, like, physical hitbox is preventing me from getting close to hit him. There's just a lot of, like, minor clunkiness like that in this game. Huge. 2 Lord Souls down. I did 4 Kings yesterday, so we already had a Lord Soul. Where is it? You didn't? You completely forgot. I don't even know how repair works in the other game. Well, I know Dark Souls 2, honestly, as annoying as it was because it was broken, I kind of appreciated what they were going for with the weapon durability, because it honestly felt like it was a mechanic that had some sort of impact, you know? The problem was on launch. I can't skip the fucking Lost Isles, so this'll suck. Problem was on launch, the game ran at 60 FPS on PC, but it didn't run at 60 FPS anywhere else. Dark Souls 2. So I don't think they realized that whenever you would do an attack at 60 FPS, it would do 2 hits, but it wouldn't count for 2 hits. It would just do double durability damage. So your durability would evaporate on Dark Souls 2 launch. But I actually very frequently used the weapon durability rings in that game that reduces the durability wear on your weapons. So that was actually kind of neat. I appreciated that. If you're gonna have durability in a game, like, you know, make it meaningful, I guess. Not annoying. Like Breath of the Wild, worst extreme. But I think Dark Souls 2 is probably one of the better durability systems for games that have durability. Lies of P, I adore the durability system in Lies of P, but if you get the right abilities in that game, it just makes like it makes the durability system kind of pointless, which I don't appreciate. I think he fell. Where's Kirk? One humanity's better than no humanity. $65. Ugh. Oh, wow. What's broken? This, maybe? Yeah. Fuck it. Oops. Okay, everything's pissing me off. We don't need a grace. Probably do. Let's go, let's go. So, I love this weapon, but everything here is resistant to fire, so that kind of sucks. But, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Oh, that's fine. Totally fine. I hate when they jump back, man. What's gonna suck is the centipede. I want more damage. Humanity. 5 damage is better than no damage. What if I pumped into resistance? I've never leveled resistance. It's crazy how much defense it actually gives you, though. Let's see. I don't think I'll put the charred ring on halfway in the battle, but... Okay, 90. Fine by me, let's go. A little bit of night rain, anybody? But yeah, for me, I think I've just put too much time into Dark Souls 1 specifically. I'm not necessarily bored of it, but it's just... if I get sloppy, it pisses me off. Because there's nothing in this game that should be a wall for me. This is so terrible. Surely you're close enough. Wow, that damage is terrible. Holy crap. Here's what we're gonna do. Sick hit, sick hit. Fast rolling, yes. Ooh. There's so many attacks on bosses I've never seen just because they don't last this long, usually. But even Centipede is usually like one of my slower bosses, and I feel like every time I fight him there's just another weapon that I've never attack that I've never seen. Huge. I don't know if it's a quality of life thing. It sort of bugged me when you would pick up a new item that it would add it to your item bar. But I played so much of the original version of Dark Souls 1 that I got really used to it and sort of like relied on that. So the fact that they removed that in remaster is kinda... it's always thrown me off. It's like Soul of Cinder Parries. It's a rare thing, but it exists. Soul of Cinder Parries suck. I wonder... I'm still like sort of excited to do Dark Souls 3, but I have way more experience in Dark Souls 2, so I imagine I should be even more excited to do Dark Souls 3, because I'll be playing that slowly and, you know, trying to pay attention to everything, trying to do everything, and learn bosses properly. But I feel like it's really good for me that I'm excited for Dark Souls 2, because I imagine through playing that, I'll start getting excited for Dark Souls 3. And I expect both of those games. I know Dark Souls 3 is pretty linear. Maybe it's pretty short. Obviously anything can be speedrun pretty quickly, but... I feel like for me to do everything the way I want to in Dark Souls 2 and 3, it's going to take quite a few streams. so that should be fun. Is this a twin humanities? Because I would really appreciate more humanities. I wish I knew the Seath skip, because I would do that at this point. My first DS3 playthrough was 60 hours. Yeah, I mean, it would take... Every playthrough would be long, right? Like, my first Dark Souls 1 playthrough was 70 hours, but, close to 80. But, if I was more familiar, even if I'm familiar with Dark Souls 2, it's just gonna cut out the, you know, the time that it would take me to, like, find the next place to go, you know? Whereas Dark Souls 3, I want to learn bosses better. I don't know if I've ever used like a super OP weapon in Dark Souls 3, but I know how powerful Twin Blades can be, and I don't think I'll use those, but we'll see. Just gonna try and level up a bit. Honestly, I think I'm gonna scrap this character when I'm done with him. That's how uninterested I am in this playthrough at this point. But yeah, Dark Souls 2, I think probably has more content than Dark Souls 3, but even as familiar as I am with Dark Souls 2 and knowing some good weapons that I can start with, it's just such a big game and it's so long. Twin Blades are broken as fuck. Are there Twin Blades in Dark Souls 3? I like the Twin Blades in Elden Ring a little bit. I didn't really use them in Elden Ring, but I used them in Night Rain. And those are my most successful runs so far, solo. But yeah, maybe I'll see, it's just, I don't think you have immediate access to the Twin Blade, if I remember correctly. I'd like something that I can get pretty quick. Sometimes I do the Greatsword. I did a lot of Greatsword runs in Dark Souls 2. And, damn. And to me, it takes too long to get to the Greatsword. And that's just the wharf. And then the other problem is if you bolt it straight to the wharf, even I think you can two-hand, right? Like they really wanted you to two-hand in Dark Souls 2 because your strength value would get doubled. So you only need like 14 strength, I think, to wield the Greatsword in that game if you two-hand. But even so, like, if I've done, you know, run straight to Hyde's Tower and then gone to the wharf and gotten the Greatsword within like 30 minutes, it still weighs a fuck ton. Even if I can't equip it, I can't roll well. So I have to be completely naked, so I end up basically playing through the first 2 or 3 hours of the game normally. And then I get to, whatever it's called. And then I get to the Greatsword and I can start using it, like, properly. Still rolling shit. She doesn't give you any humanity. I guess she's probably, like, hollowed, right? But she's not technically hollowed because she has skin. Don't know. Still scimitar, but for some reason they call them Twin Blades. Oh. Yeah, because they're called, like, mercenary Twin Blades. I thought you were talking... Is it called Twin Blades? Am I, like, losing my mind? They're called Twin Blades, right? The actual weapon that's a spear. Like a bow staff. I learned how to do this without quitting, but it's a pain in the ass, and I don't remember the route. I would have tried it, but I don't care today. You get the twin blades if you choose mercenaries. You get them. Yeah. I think I would do deprived again. I did deprived on this, which is a pretty different experience, but the twin blades and ER is the one you're thinking about, like the Darth Maul weapon, so you can get that after the very first. Did you mean Grace? Did you have a stroke? Are you okay, David? Yeah. Basically do Grafted Scion, and then you can go pick that bad boy up. I don't know how I'll do my Elden Ring playthrough. I think there's this thing that's called, I think it's roundtablehold.net. Break, please! And it has this, like, checklist you can do to do all of the NPC's quest lines and stuff. And I think there's 100% checklist as well. I've never looked at that one. I've just looked at, like, the quest completion. And then kind of done the exploration myself. But I might follow the 100% checklist for Elden Ring. Because I think that could be fun. Let's do defense. Let's get a good shield going. Ooh, 62 stability is not bad. Let's try it. You're on your phone. Oh, that's why the misspell. The checklist for DS3 is pain. Yeah. The thing is, Elden Ring's just too big. That's why I've looked at a checklist. I've never actually looked. I didn't think they ever existed. I've never thought to do something like that before. But I don't think I do a checklist for DS3. Hate this boss. The hell is that? Oh, hell yeah. I'll take that. Okay, now we sit until he does another... He didn't do an attack, so we run. Cool. I've always, maybe like is too strong a word. I've always been interested by the Bed of Chaos music because it feels so nostalgic, and I'm not sure for what. But I hate the fucking boss. Screw that. There's items that are purely PvP drops. Yeah, I'm gonna skip on those. I'm not gonna we'll see how I'm feeling. The thing is, even if I was like fully motivated to do this run, I don't right now I wanted to beat this game in 3 days, so I was never going to farm Covenant items on stream. But, I was thinking I might farm them off stream to have a completed playthrough, but at this point I'm just gonna fight all the bosses on stream and then call it there. Maybe I'm supposed to go on break in a sec, actually. I mean, all I have left to do is this, is Duke's Archives, so... Me speeding through Lost Izalith, and then... changing course during Tomb of Giants. I've done this in an hour, so... If I can get Duke's Archives done in like 30 minutes, then... If I can be in the DLC in 30 minutes, then I think, I will do the DLC legit. Like, properly explore it, you know? I'm not gonna get that. I'm probably going to die for it. It's just for me, I didn't like the Elden Ring checklist because it's having you get like unique dialogue. I don't like the questing in Elden Ring too much, but I will say it's like it's the most open but also the most missable in my opinion in any FromSoft game so far. The thing that I like about everything other than Elden Ring was you have to very specifically do things at specific points, and there's specific triggers, and regardless of if you have to say you encounter an NPC and then within like one boss you have to do something, which is pretty quick, you know? Even if that's how some quests go in Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3, you know that I can just do this thing. I can set up to do this thing. Whereas in Elden Ring, it's so fucking open. There's so many quest steps and like dialogues you can miss on so many different quests. It kind of just bugs me. Like, there's so many things you don't have to do. You don't have to talk to D at the start of the game. He'll just show up. You don't have to do any of his stuff. Okay. Fuck. IDK how I didn't miss any quests in ER was so natural for me. Yeah, I'm curious how that worked as well, because I feel like that's just not possible. I've seen the best playthrough I've seen, first playthrough, best, was this guy who basically spent 200 hours on his first playthrough. And I don't know if he did 100%, but he found a lot of stuff, but he had chat. And even though he'd be like, you know, don't spoil me, guys. Like when he was doing Ronnie's quest line. And he got the Grace. Just like me on my playthrough, you get teleported to that Grace, and then you just move the fuck on. Because I'm not gonna sit at a Grace and check for dialogue. I'm just gonna hit the Grace, like trigger it, but move on and keep playing the game. In a circumstance like that, his chat was basically like dotting and backseating him basically. They weren't saying sit at the Grace, you're missing something. They were responding in a way that spoiled him to be like, okay, obviously I'm missing something. And it pissed him off too. But at the end of the day, he probably wouldn't have discovered that if he wasn't streaming and chat kind of spoiled it for him. And then there's a lot of like word of mouth stuff, right? Even if somebody doesn't tell you specifically anything. Probably if you're talking to people, you just discover more stuff. Am I not? Okay, thank you. Your playthrough is 170 hours. I think my first playthrough was 100. It was actually pretty fun at the time, but replaying Elden Ring has been very difficult for me. I am gonna sit here. Shoals! Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing okay. We love our P emotes here. Hello, how are you? I'm doing swell. Had a bit of a rough start. I was already losing motivation for Dark Souls 1. And then from the end of last stream. And now I had a... Okay, fuck off. I had a rough start in Tomb of Giants today. So I've just decided I'm skipping everything. I'm just going to fight all the bosses. So I'm going to go do DLC after this, but otherwise I'm done. I'm ready to move on. Okay, I just wanted to check I had that. Okay. Do I still have the ring on? Nope. Is Sunglatters. Oof, but you stuck at it? Yeah. Just gonna complete the playthrough then. Shoals played Night Rain First Warning. First Warning. I think... I don't know if I would ever love it. We'll see. But, it's just... like a multiplayer game could come out and I would genuinely like be excited to share that with my friends and want to experience that and play with them pretty frequently, probably on lunch. It has happened, but like just playing Night Rain, and it's nothing like on anybody else, I guess it's just a me issue, but when I play Night Rain, nobody seems to be playing it like how I would have expected it, how I would have expected them to. So nobody's like ever discussing the game at all. They're just jumping in and they're just like killing shit. And it's the multiplayer aspect is just, it feels so mindless. And it's really cool that people are enjoying it as much as they are and they're getting as hype as they are. And there's things that I'm actually interested in seeing in the game, like the quest lines and the cutscenes and stuff like that. That looks like it'd be genuinely interesting, but dear God, I don't understand, like, what aspect of it has people being as hyped for it as they are. Because I would genuinely want to know, like, why does it feel like this is more exciting to you than, like, just a standard FromSoft game release? Get someone else to pay for it for you. Good idea, David. I just don't care for it at all, so even if someone did buy it from me, unless all the stars aligned, I ain't gonna rush to play it. Yeah, it's like, if there's an unavailability in, like, a gaming sesh, and people suggest Night Rain, then I'm like, nah, then I'll chill on my own. No thanks. I think I would like to do stuff with Night Rain solo someday, but at this point it's just like, I feel like solo is kind of the only way I would enjoy Night Rain, which seems so ironic and weird, because I love like seamless co-op, and I would be so interested to do more seamless co-op in games. What do I need from here? Anything? It's just a key for Logan, but we don't give a fuck about Logan anymore. It's pretty relaxing, to be honest. No thoughts on the fight. Yeah. The thing for me is that it's this is what I haven't liked about, like, very stat spongy multiplayer games, which I don't know how you get around that. But what I don't like about a Souls boss would be if it's just got a bunch of health for no reason and it drags on and it's got a kind of not interesting moveset. I think the bosses are fine in Night Rain, but when you're fighting with friends, it just doesn't feel like you need, like, just as you said, it's no thoughts. It doesn't feel like anyone is playing, like, super well, and you just, like, spam attacks, and if somebody gets down, then you do that, and you spam dodge. It just doesn't... For me, I think, I really enjoy the aspect of learning, and learning the boss fights, and actually getting good at them, and not feeling like I beat them with luck. I can't see the end. I thought that was better marked. But yeah, Night Rain, it just seems like, I don't know, a lot less. For some things, like Head Empty is cool, but I don't necessarily want Head Empty from a Souls game. And I would be interested if they added, like, every fucking Souls boss from every game. I think that'd actually be kind of cool. But as it is now, I feel like there's not as much variety in the areas that I would want Night Rain to have variety in. And I don't like how the progression works. Bitch! Attack! Oh, you stupid mushroom. Shit. Basically, if you get Seath to break the crystal, he's supposed to do this big wind-up. So you lure him to his crystal, and then he does this big-ass wind-up, which gives you plenty of time to run around and go attack his tail. Now, I can't get his tail, but I don't care anymore. I hate the clams, man. Huge. You like my outfit? Thanks. Alright, cool. See, and this is like... Well, actually, nobody's, like, complaining. But one of the things that I remember doing was, if you just keep playing through the game, doing New Game Plus cycles, you get so much money. You can buy Twinkling Titanites from the Smith. You can buy basically everything except Titanite chunks. But I sat here and I farmed Twinkling Titanite. I farmed so much Twinkling Titanite that I could fully upgrade all of my armor that required that. And I enjoyed that. It was a huge waste of time, but it was a lot of fun for me. That's it, I think. I don't know what's the fastest to the lake. Fuck Logan. I love the twinkle in this bit. Joel's play Rogue Trader first warning. Didn't you say Rogue Trader was multiplayer? $69. I'm gonna leave it. sure I'll give you the ember for no reason.
Where are you off?
You up to? Where are you going? Have you heard from your dad? I have not. I'm slightly like bugged by it because he was saying, I guess he's just like gets upset. I don't know, everything irritates him, and I knew he's like a very irritable person, but I guess when I've like spent time away from him, he seems genuinely like he's not as miserable and irritable. And not like it's because distance from me is making him feel better, but it's just me being apart from him is making me see him in a different way, I think is what's occurring. But then he'll just like do things and I'm like, oh, you're still like completely angry all the time and miserable and irritable. So basically, the last time I talked to him, he was making comments about like how he didn't really want to call because there's not much to talk about. And it's like, yeah, you don't need to call me every day. Just like if you texted me, like I'm starting my journey, I'm stopping my journey for the day, stuff like that. But he hasn't, because I don't think he likes texting either. Like he can't physically text because he's so technology adverse. He just can't figure it out. So I think it pisses him off as well. But I said, you don't need to call me, just text me. He isn't texting me, so I'm like, well, fuck it. Then you'll show up when you show up, and whatever. But he should be arriving today, I think, if he's doing what he said. He didn't arrive last night, which would have been 2 days, so happy about that at least. Old people. It's literally BG3, but 4K? Yeah. BG3 is fun. But yeah, even seamless Elden Ring, I think, is just superior to Night Rain. What the fuck was that? Stop it! Wow. I've never even been hit by as many things as he's hitting me with right now. Such a delayed hitbox. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go on break, but I don't even feel like it, so... That was 20 minutes ago. I could probably finish this within an hour, and I don't know if it's worth it to do like a 2-hour stream, so... It's 27 degrees and it's hot. I'm sweating. Come here, it's 16. I really like this boss. I like the heat. Yeah, are you thriving in it? Are you feeling any better being out in there? Don't care about you, Elizabeth. I do care about you, Elizabeth. I'll talk to you.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come?
Yeah, and
The
no.
scent is very human indeed. But
Thriving,
not
but don't feel
intolerable.
better. Dang.
Princess Dusk's savior.
I'm
Thine
so
aura is
brave.
precisely as she described.
Glad that you're able to sunbathe, though.
Deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess
If nothing
Dusk
else, you'll look in the mirror and be a little bit more
snatched
tanned.
away by that
So, maybe
horrifying
that'll make you
cry
feel,
in
like, mentally
So I
better.
must ask, couldst as though once more.
Sounds like a
came
sad
to
plant.
say,
It is a sad plant. It's a nice mushroom. Yes? What did she ask?
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary.
Elizabeth.
Something of a guardian of Empress
Eliza.
Dusk.
Top
I shall
speed.
assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
With the sauce. You ain't got nothing to teach me.
Flames guide thee.
You're already more tanned, so I'm happy. Nice. You mean Shoals? The mushroom is bored? Huh. The mushroom's not bored. I think she's just high and old at the same time. David, do you like the sun? Nope. Typical gamer. My thing is I like the sun. I like just a variety, right? I love the rain, I love overcast, I love cold, but I have always lived in like a variety, except it's gotten cold. It's always gotten cold, but it's never gotten like snowy. It's only snowed like maybe 3 years in my life I've seen snow. But even when I think I do love rain and rainy days and stuff like that, but even if it rained straight non-stop for a week, I would want, you know, one day. If the sun came out one day, I'd be like, okay, I really enjoy this. It makes me happy to see all the sun. Dedge. We have 30 this weekend. You can't wait. Oof. You gonna cook right on up. I thought there was an item back here. Too much sun and my skin gets burned so fast. Yeah, the burn bin must suck. And it gets to 30 sometimes too hot. Might have to change my stream day because Saturday is 30. Ooh. Oops. Gradian gauntlets. Four-pronged plow? Holy crap, on the first, well, maybe like the second kill? That's insane. I tried to farm that weapon so many times, and I don't even know if I've gotten it, to be honest. Is it good? No. It's just new. Good. You coated yourself in sunscreen, but you need to shower before your meeting. When's your meeting? Shit. No drops. I really love this DLC. I actually, I think it's probably smarter. Maybe it's easier, maybe it's not easier, but I really like DLC that kind of retraces areas, because I feel like, to me, I just don't really like DLC to begin with. Curious how other people would feel about that. But when a game releases, I just want to be like, okay, it's content complete, and I paid for this, and I don't have to worry about, you know, starting a playthrough, finishing it, going into New Game Plus, and then a year later they come out with DLC, and then I have to start over to kind of experience it organically. I just don't like that incomplete feeling. But if you are gonna do DLC for a game, if it's purely like 100% new content, nothing's reworked, you're not adding anything to the base game, then I'm kind of like, well, why not just, instead of putting dev time into that, why not just like work on a sequel? Because all these games get sequels. So why are we just like prolonging it? But barring all of that, if you've already gone ahead and you're gonna have DLC for your game, I really like DLC that kind of retraces old areas. Because then, like in Artorias of the Abyss, you can see a similar area, and it's nice to see it in a different light. Do I skip these guys? Fuck, they're annoying. Okay, stop, dude. In just under an hour, so ahead in 10 minutes. Also, the sun hits harder over here. Yeah, very true. He's not dead? Damn. That's a kind of stupid ammunition. We often have wine with being an island and all that. Rain? Or like a cloud at least. Sometimes, most times, we don't have clouds. The sun is like fucking Death Laser wanting to kill you. Haha, that's awful. My cats love the sun here. Cats! Yeah, that's how it is in Vegas. Vegas is actually really windy, which might seem nice, but when it gets hot enough, the wind is just like a blow dryer on your face, and it's terrible. And if it's ever, I don't know what it is in Celsius, but I guess maybe like 40 degrees or so. Whenever it's like 36 to 40 degrees is when they start doing heat advisories. But then, the thing that absolutely confuses the fuck out of me is the fact that Vegas has existed for as long as it has. They're constantly constructing and expanding parts of Vegas, but there's no shade anywhere. Nobody's making just like, I mean, I don't know what you'd call it, but just like 5 dudes, 6 dudes. Like in a parking lot, you would expect them maybe put like a little cover over parts of the parking lot. No. Trees don't fucking live out here. It's just desert and sand. And they don't make any effort to like provide shade. And I just read that they're gonna start implementing laws that force buildings to have like shade. And it's like, why would you not do this to begin with? Doctor called and is giving me the drugs. He's giving me a double dose. Migraine meds of not sumatriptan. Is it something else, or is it stuff you've already been on? It's not the like bad drugs that they didn't even want you on, right? Like the ones I told you to take daily, but then your other doctor said if you're taking these daily, that'll like be terrible. Oh, ba-bum. Can we first try Artie? I think you have to go, get Calamite, right? You have to go meet Calamite in order to shoot him down. We'll do that after our toys. Yeah, same stuff. Yay. Well, it's something. Maybe it'll be different this time. Chocolate. Why do it when you can monetize Shade? Yeah, but they're not even monetizing Shade. It's just everyone instead is like spending tons of money on AC. It's like, just put a fucking Shade up. To the point where it's like, it's very bad and dangerous to not have Shade. It's not just a preference, but it's like, you can either exist in the spot with Shade, or you can't exist in the spot. But Jesus, just put up an umbrella, and then you don't have to spend money cooling an area as much as you do. Makes no sense to me. And the wild thing is, I've always heard about it, but never really experienced it. But you hear about, like, deserts get really cold at night. And it doesn't here. If it's summer, it's still hot. But I didn't expect winters to get as cold as they do in Vegas. Why didn't he stagger, dude? I used to take Zolfatriptan, apparently. He said I've been on that and Sumatriptan, so maybe the side effects I experienced last time could have been the Z stuff, not the S. Oh, exactly. Sorry, Shoals, I don't speak Persian. Neither does Shoals. Oh. I've been playing too many Souls games. I expected a, bonfire to pop up after him. I think the Ulasil Township's probably my favorite area. I don't know. I like the, like, level design, but I really like towns. And now I'm just thinking about, like, Yharnam. But I like the aesthetic. I like the colors of this town. I like that it's all this kind of, like, browny color. It's darker. I love that. So if there was a town as big as Yharnam, but with this sort of, like, color palette, that would be amazing. Cocordum? What the hell is that? Is that Persian? Deserts are cold as fuck during night. No clouds or vegetation makes the heat leave, so temp drops a lot. So I asked for Sumatriptan again. He was like, I'm going to give you a double dose, so you have enough to cover you for longer. When he says double dose, is that just like he's physically giving you a larger prescription, or he's giving you like tablets which literally are higher dosage? Oh yeah, I leveled up a couple times. I was thinking I'd stay at level 69, but I guess that dream is gone. Let's go trigger Calamite. Your mom, just in case. Nice, David. Please be respectful. Yeah, so usually I would get 6, but he's allowing the pharmacist to dispense me 12. Ooh. You need to shower, you're stinky. Stinky. Good luck, you'll be back soon. I'll be here, I'll miss you, but good luck in your shower. Oh, they come with me? I hope you enjoy, and it's refreshing. Losers. I missed you, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Good morning, bye-bye. That's an unbreakable spell we use when we don't know what the other person said. Your mom. Okay. Let's see how we do this. You don't die in one hit. Even with a Black Knight halberd, these guys don't die in one hit. You have to bed now. You're too tired. Too EP. Good night, David. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you, yeah, you degen. But I feel like you probably would have stayed up on your own anyway, but thanks for coming here, even if you didn't. I don't know what I'm saying. Thanks for coming by. Having a chat. Dead. Dead. Good luck with the run. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. I can go up to 25 now. Ooh. Nice. When this was first coming out, I don't remember if they said something. I feel like it was a text description of the DLC that kind of pushed people off. What? That kind of like excited people. Basically, I don't think they showed the light mechanic in the trailer. I don't know how people knew about light, but basically it was a huge thing that light would be required in the DLC. You would need to have a form of a light source in order to unlock some secrets in the DLC. Jesus. And, excuse me. And yeah, it turns out it's basically just that specific spot right there that you need light. To be fair, the amulet is very good for Manus. I think I was practicing doing Manus without using the silver amulet, though. So maybe I'll try that, but probably not. Because I'm kind of tired, so... fuck it. What is this? But it was honestly... I was probably... the peak of my souls was probably Dark Souls 1. In terms of... how involved I was with the scene and community and how excited I was with everything. Excuse me. So basically, it was super exciting to have the DLC come out, and I feel like there's one content creator I watched who no longer does content like that anymore. He's not really invested in Souls too much at this point. But not even people like Vati were coming out with these speculations. But basically, they released the trailer for the DLC. I don't know when they came out with the DLC. It was over a month, maybe. Until the DLC was out, but I was watching a guy who I just watched him do his first playthrough. He was doing a walkthrough, but it was his first playthrough, and it was basically like he was playing through blind, but everybody was, because nobody knew anything at that point, and everybody was kind of like collectively sharing information. So it was just special to have like everybody working as like a community. You just have like secrets unlocked every day and stuff. It was really nice. But basically, after his first playthrough, he loved the game so much, he was just like putting out content to try and, you know, maximize the stuff he was doing with the game. Spend more time in it. And one of the things he started doing was lore playthroughs, and he was doing, not lore playthroughs, he would do lore playthroughs, but lore videos, discussions about lore and stuff, and that's something nobody did. It was before Vati took off, but nobody talked about the lore. He just started reading stuff, item descriptions one day, and he was like, wait a minute, this is kind of interesting. Like, the area that it mentions in this item description is not like the name of any place in this game, but I think this place is that area. So basically, he had discovered, his hunch was that Ulasil was the Darkroot Forest, and it turns out he was right. But that was like one of his hunches early on in Dark Souls 1, was that Darkroot had some sort of connection to Ulasil. And then they came out with the DLC, and from the trailer, he was basically just like piecing together all this information. And I mean, I think it was called Artorias of the Abyss at the time, so you kind of knew it was about Artorias. But he was speculating. I think it was pretty obvious everyone was speculating that Manus was the pygmy. I still don't really know how that officially works in terms of the lore, but I think that's what people say. But beyond that, he was speculating like that the area would be Ulasil and how similar it looked to Darkroot Basin. And obviously, if you know Artorias dies in Darkroot Basin or has his grave in Darkroot Basin, maybe you would kind of make a connection there, but it was just interesting at the time because I didn't think of that way. Hi, Minnie! Good morning. I'm just yapping about useless lore crap. But yeah. Basically, people figured out what the DLC would be by picking apart the trailer on release, which is really interesting at the time. I didn't go in there and kill the guy, but whatever. Oh, I've got to ban someone! How's the gaming? It's been better, Minnie. Now I'm just kind of out of it. Just completing the game to complete the game, but I died again. I started off stream with a pretty big setback after my setback yesterday. So I was just like, fuck it. So now I'm just skipping everything. I'm just gonna fight the bosses, and that's pretty much it. I could probably be done with this game in 17 minutes. Now that I'm looking, I've been streaming for an hour 43. Oop. Not if I lock on and dodge incorrectly. What the fuck? Okay, let's go over here. Don't shoot me. He's okay. Oh! One down. Cool. But yeah. I am kind of okay. I wish I would have, I don't know why I had it in my head. I'm basically moving at the end of the week, but I'm able to stream this week, and I'll be moved by the time I would normally stream next week. So basically, I'm not missing out on any potential streams that I would want to do. But in my mind, I was thinking I really want to have Dark Souls 1 complete before I move. And because of that, I'm feeling very rushed and pressured to complete that today on day 3, the last time I'll stream. Shit! The fucking stagger, guys. But basically now I just want to complete Dark Souls 1 today, no matter what. That is so weird. Look at that animation, man. But yeah, I'll be happy to be done with Dark Souls 1. I'm really excited to start Dark Souls 2. I'll start Dark Souls 2 next week, but... Dear Lord. Losing everything that I've lost in Dark Souls 1. I feel like I should have, in hindsight, I should have just taken Dark Souls 1 slower. But I didn't, so here we are. Oh god, lots of things to do. Yeah. Maybe in my mind it just would have been less stress to stream, like have to start streaming a playthrough in a different You gotta go faster, buddy. Holy shit. I probably wanted to have like a finality to this stream and then start a fresh game when I move. But yeah. It's alright. Next week, hopefully, if everything works out, I'll be starting Dark Souls 2, and I will take that way slower. I will actually pay attention to everything that's going on. Even if I die and lose a lot of progress, I won't be upset because I'm not trying to play perfectly. I won't be hoarding or anything like that, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. But right now... Okay. That was awkward. We're going to rush. Rush. Which is sad, because this is the DLC for Dark Souls 1, and it's probably some of my favorite content in all of FromSoft. It's not the, like, best gameplay, but I like the levels and the lore and all that stuff. Okay, I wanted to dodge that. Awkward. Any more? Guess not. Is there a dude here? Yep. I really liked the humanity farm they added. They added a lot of neat stuff in the, like, sort of quality of life locations. I really like that sort of... I don't know how you call it. I don't know. There's plenty of, like, places to farm humanity in the base game, but I appreciate that, they went and added all these humanity sprites, and, all the people here dropped large shards, which is pretty helpful. I mean, maybe not for you specifically at this point, but if you want to do what I do, it's pretty helpful. Anyway, let's do Manus. Let's hopefully first try Manus. Oops. Oops. This DLC was where I began not locking on to people. Because it just wasn't worth it. Not good. Oh, shit. You can actually dodge all of his, dark magic. Okay, I thought I would use humanities to heal, but I'd rather just go in with 5. Actually, fuck it. We'll do 20 Estus, and then we won't even have to think about humanity. This is the first bonfire I'm kindling in this playthrough. And I may just not do any breaks today. But we'll see. I don't know if I'll continue streaming after I beat Dark Souls 1. No humanity, but I'm maxed, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now we just have those 2 items. Cool. Not a fan of the moveset on this great sword, but it just does so much damage. I might take a look at... Okay, fuck off, dude. Quelaag's Fury Sword. That run is always spooky. Oh no, I wasted an Estus. I only have 19 left. I really don't remember, cutscenes at the start of every boss fight. I vaguely remember it happening from Manus because you have to drop down, but... like, Nito was playing his cutscene every time. I definitely don't remember that. Huge. Oh yeah, I never see that attack because I'm never behind him. Now he's gonna use magic. Never seen that before. Okay. I'm so used to every modern Souls game where you can... Oh, this is the toxic combo! Okay. That's like a 5 or 6 hit combo. And you can dodge it, you just stay away from him and you're fine. But if at any point you get into the combo, you can't get out of it, which is so stupid. I've always hated that. But especially like Lies of P, that's probably the most, I guess quality of life, but the fact that you can roll dodge when you get knocked down, instead of having to wait to get up, you can roll dodge. This game has that, but it's very, very, very small. It's just a very short period of time at the end of like basically your being knocked down animation. You can do that. But then it has such quick heals in Lies of P. The healing is like much better in every other game except maybe Dark Souls 2. Healing is so slow in this. And even in Dark Souls 2, it's Dark Souls 2 has crappy design, but even Dark Souls 2 makes the healing faster if you level up enough. I want to heal first. Boom. Oh. Well, there we go. There's just nothing you can do. It feels so bad. Did I just stagger him? I'm so unused to staggers in Dark Souls 1. Two more hits? Wow, he hasn't done that this entire time. Huge! Let's go to Calamite. Get a fuck ton of humanity, please. Thank you. Didn't even need to skip Lost Izalith. Warp to Ulasil Township. Calamite, I believe, was my most difficult boss. I struggled on Soul Level 1 with just for the shits and giggles. Struggled on Soul Level 1 consistently throughout the entire DLC, but the first time I did Soul Level 1, Calamite took me, Manus took me forever. And I was so happy when I finally beat him. That was with my Lightning Great Scythe, and I used the Lightning Great Scythe because Calamite sucked. I'm thinking about it now, I didn't have to use the Lightning Great Scythe. I just wanted to cut Calamite's tail, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. Which again, for clarity, it wasn't Soul Level 1. It wasn't no leveling. I was playing a Hunter class, which is like starting level 4. Oh shit. I came here, but I didn't even... That's awkward. Okay, leave me alone, guys. Oh, leave me alone! Where's the homeward bone? Okay, cool. Love dogs. Love a dog. Honestly, it is break time, so I'll go on break right now. When we come back, I'll do a bit of, I'll go see Goff, and I will, kill Calamite, and then I'll kill Gwyn, and that'll be it, so stick around. Quick break, quick break. Well, it's only a minute earlier than I would normally try to come back. Excuse me. Had a bit of a snack, had a little bit of Wawa. Let's burn Calamite. Well, let's shoot him down first, and then we'll go see Calamite. The 20 Estus is absolutely insane. I'm so curious, I don't know what the limit of all the Estus is in all the other games. I feel like it's between like 11 and 12. A visitor! Please shoot down the dragon. Is the dragon giving you trouble? Yes, yes he is. Oh, shit! Shoot him, please, please, please. I didn't know there were two. No, what? Did I fuck it up? What did I say no to? Why would there be two options, man? I'm gonna reload. Damn. I can't believe that. Are you having trouble with the dragon? Yes. Do you want help with the dragon? Yes. Why would... Just... Do you want me to shoot down the dragon? Yes. One and done. You know what I'm saying? I like how, No, what the fuck? Let's go back. I don't understand. I might have to look up how to get Goff to shoot Calamite if you tell him no, don't shoot Calamite. There's Kieran. I could go give her Artorias' soul. And get her weapons. Her gold tracer is my favorite weapon in the game. It's not that good. But it's a curved sword, which I love, and it has a cool effect when you attack. I forgot what it's called. Like the trail effect. Yes. We'll watch this cutscene. It's the only one we won't skip, and maybe the ending cutscene. I love this music. It's like Skyrim music. I don't know. It's just, it feels adventurous. I feel like they've added a dragon to every DLC in a FromSoft game so far. Oh. I was just about to think about Sekiro a little bit. But, Sekiro would need a couple things to just make it my all-time perfect game. Such as, like, mainly more weapons, if it had weapon variety. Even if there were like 3 weapons that you could beat the entire game with. So including his katana, if there were 2 other alternatives that were not katanas. Or at the very minimum, just had different movesets. That's all I would need to make that like my favorite game of all time. But... you know, whatever. Basically, I'm just realizing they did have post-launch DLC updates for Sekiro, but they were all free, And I'm gonna assume, I don't know where I was going with that. But basically, they're all free updates. They didn't have paid DLC for Sekiro, which is kind of neat. I want to see more of Sekiro, but I'm very happy that basically if you don't download Sekiro, the only content you're missing out on is the boss rush. And everything else has been in the game since launch. That's so cool. Calamite. I don't think I ever got around to saying this, but basically, on my first ever no leveling challenge, Manus took me the longest, I believe. I really thought he was so not balanced and annoying and unintuitive. It's so funny how just practice makes you feel infinitely different, or at least me. But yeah, after that first no level playthrough, my hardest boss has been Calamite. I wonder if I mastered Manus. This fight sucks without the Blackwood Green Ring. I noticed a lot of fights suck without the Blackwood Green Ring. Wonder if I can chop his tail off. Oh, wow. That's not good. I think it's I have a debuff and not he has a buff. So that should be good, but not good to have that. You can't reliably get his tail on that attack. He has to do a tail, like, slam where it lingers for a few seconds. That's the only thing. Oh, and his charge. He does like a flying charge. Those are the only two attacks I could ever consistently hit his tail on. So this one. Oh, it's not that one. It's something else. I don't know what it is then. Maybe it's just one attack. I don't think I'll get it. Darkwood Green Ring makes this fight so much better. Holy crap. I don't know how many extra frames it gives you. Invincibility frames, but in order to get this on light roll, the timing is pretty intense. Dead? Nice. Well done. First try. Oh, I also don't know if I said, it's funny about the bots situation. Like, I wonder if anybody's actually believed it. What shall we do? Can you hear them talking? You gonna talk? So interesting. They definitely made, like, as their games have gone on, obviously the NPCs and AI and stuff has just gotten so much better. But I kind of didn't realize how much of an improvement they made with this DLC. This DLC really felt like they were cooking up a bunch of mechanics and they were testing them out in Dark Souls 1. Like, it feels like there's Bloodborne influence and stuff. He's gonna freak out. Since he's asleep, we're gonna skip him. Fuck him. We're gonna put down our Lord Vassal. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I feel like I missed something. Nope, there's the cutscene. You only get the cutscene if it's complete. Yeah, that should be everybody. Let's just do resistance. Cause why not? I was even debating not pairing Gwyn. But I'm just so ready to be done with this that I'm gonna parry Gwyn. I've been trying to fight Gwyn without pairing. Not recently, but the last time I was playing this a lot and practicing a lot. I was trying to fight Gwyn without pairing him, and he's such a shitty boss. It's just incredibly unfair. That's where the clunkiness really grates on me in terms of Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. You have so many opportunities to be overpowered in these two games, but if you're just going into Gwyn and you don't want to fight him with magic, you don't want to fight him with parrying all of his moves and killing him in like 5 hits, that means you have to go in and dodge him basically. But his telegraph, he has some instant attacks. He has far too much range. They made the boss fight so bad that there's no incentive for you to try and fight him without parrying, in my opinion. What the fuck? Wow. That's, I thought it might do more damage. It's so spooky to fight. I'm gonna heal. And there it is. There's Dark Souls. Let's have an Age of Dark. Why not? I will let this cutscene play. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying watching my playthrough to anybody who watched. I did get a little bit tilted. That's my fault, but I am happy to finish the game. Have a completed playthrough of it on stream. I don't think the playthrough was super fun to watch or play after about halfway through, so I'll definitely return to Dark Souls 1 at some point. But, yeah, not for a while. Kinda got pretty tilted from this playthrough. But Dark Souls 2 next, so next Monday, I should be able to stream, and I'd like to stream, but if I don't stream Monday, the next time I stream, it will be a Dark Souls 2 playthrough. And I wanna, if I tab out, I'll lose it, but basically I have all achievements on Steam for Scholar for Sin, rather, for Dark Souls 2 Scholarship Edition. For Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the Sin, I have all achievements, but I don't have all achievements in base Dark Souls 2. So I was contemplating doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 2 base game, because I don't think anybody even plays the base game anymore. Everybody plays Scholar. And I haven't played the base game in forever, so I think it might be fun to try that out. But I don't know. I'll decide. Whatever edition, if it's Scholar, if it's not Scholar, I will start a full playthrough of Dark Souls 2 in my next stream. And, yeah, that's gonna be slow. I'm gonna not skip any NPC dialogue, any cutscenes. I'm gonna try and experience all the content. We'll see if I want to do bonfire aesthetics. Probably not. But otherwise I will do all bosses, all DLC, try and collect everything, try and kill everybody. So, should be fun. I'm actually excited. I like this song, but I have to alt-tab to do stuff, so I'm gonna click. I've alt-tabbed, but the music's still playing. That's crazy. Hello, Esco. I think I'm gonna end Esco. I rushed to finish Dark Souls 1, so I did that. But I think I might end here and just start working a little bit early today. But I hope you're having a good day, good morning, or fuck, good evening, I guess, for you. Jesus, it's basically the end of your day, isn't it? I can't believe the music is still playing on this. It's cool, that's exactly what I want. So I'll let this music play me out. I'm gonna raid Riv because she's live. And I'll hang out in there. So this will be fun. No, I'm not a human, is what she's playing. Oh, I think that's something that I want to play, maybe. So, maybe I won't, pay too much attention, but it'll be good to see you, Rivy. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Say hi, Esco. Well, I guess you didn't say hi, but thanks for stopping by. Thanks to anybody who watched and came in and chatted. I'll be back at it probably next week. Dark Souls 2, 100% playthrough. Get excited.